Yep. Good morning, everyone. So last session we learned about tables. So form validation classes I explained and tables. So table related attributes, table related elements. What are table elements we have? Table, T head caption, T head, T body, and T foot. TR, TH, TD, and call group. These are the elements for designing table. Next, we discussed about some table attributes. Table attributes, we have learned about borders, frame, and rules. Another one, cell padding and cell spacing. Cell padding and cell spacing, these two we learned. So in the table attributes, we have border, frame, rules, cell spacing, cell padding. Now in this already I explained what is difference between them. Border is for cells, frame is for entire table, and rules are for rows and columns. Gap between the cells you can give by using cell spacing, and border and content you can give cell padding, right? Now next option in the tables, so in the tables, now next option is number 3, that is background BG color and background. These already we know. BG color and background. BG color, what it will do? It sets a, I can close that. Yeah. So it sets background color for a table or group or a row or a cell. You have another option, background. Background is nothing but it sets background image for table or group or a row or a cell. Remember one point, in tables, there is no column. Okay. So the background color And background image we can define like this. Usually, suppose I am writing for this table BG color, some color, and you can see it sets the background color for entire table. At any level we can apply. For example, I will move this from here and I will keep in T head. Then it will apply only for header. So I move it from here and I applied in the first row. Then it will apply only for that row. I removed and I applied only for one cell. It will apply for only one cell. So at any level, we can define. You can apply for entire table or row or group or only cell. Separate effects we can apply. So BG color is setting a background color. Background image you can set by using background. This already we learned in a body section I given. Body have BG color and body have background image. So if you want to put a background image, now you can try this. We can add background and some images we have. In images, we are having some a1.jpg. It applies that in the background like this. And you already know how to control background. How to control background? Stretch, right, by using CSS. What you have to do in the style for table, you have to say background size, background size, background size as cover. Then it will fit that like this. So that you can control using CSS. So you can apply at any level. Suppose if you want, you can apply this only for this T head. Only for T head it will come. Again, same for T head, you have to give cover size. You have to set up for that and define. Right now you can define for table or any group level you can do. Even for individual cells also you can write. So syntax it will be table BG color and some color, or you have table background, some images a1.jpg like this we have to define. That is basic how we can apply the background color and background image. That is already we know with body section. Here also we can apply. So padding, spacing, background color and background. Next we have alignments. We have V align and align. We have two options, V align and align. So V align and align. We have another option. What is difference is simple. What align can do? It sets alignment left, center, right, or justify. This is what alignment? This is horizontal. Horizontal alignment you can give. V align is vertical alignment. So sets vertical alignment, top, center, or bottom. We will set the vertical alignment. So horizontal alignment and vertical alignment that you can do by using V align and A align, just align. Let's see here. Suppose this is the table. I will remove the table background pictures and all. Yeah. Now this is a table we have. You can see in this table, this all the row contents must be center, horizontally center. Then just we have to go to that row and set align is equal to center. It will set horizontally center. This is horizontally center. Vertically, by default, it is center. By default, vertically, it is center. So if you want vertically, you can control like this. Suppose we given V align. V align is top. You can see now vertically top. All these are vertically top depending on the height. By default, vertically they are center, and you can set vertically as what bottom. Vertically bottom, it will display bottom. You can keep horizontally and vertically center. That you can add horizontal vertical center. You can apply even for one cell. Suppose this price must be right side, align right. It will give right alignment for this price. As I told you, you cannot apply for entire column. For entire column, you cannot apply. You can apply only for row. So every column you have to define like this. So next one here also I given align. Align is right. It will give right alignment here. These two price are right. So we can apply entire row, align as center. All others are center. Horizontal alignment, vertical alignment, we can give by using this. We can apply for table, align as center. We can apply for row, align as center. We align as top like this. We can apply even for cell. Align is equal to some left. We align is equal to some bottom. Like this we can apply. These are different alignments we are having. So table have spacing, have backgrounds, and have alignment. Width and height you already know. Width and height. So that means you can set width and height, but little bit important thing you should know is width. It sets width for, it sets width only for TH or TD. You cannot apply width for TR or T body or T head or anywhere else. You can set width in only two places, either TD or TH. Similarly, height. Height you can set height. Height you can define in TR, or height you can define in TH, or you can define in TD. So table width and height you can control like this, right? So for example, already width we know, height we know, pixels, how much you want you can mention. Suppose you see for this name, I want to adjust the width. Then to adjust the width for name, remember you set width for this cell, it will affect everywhere. That means you cannot have one cell, one width, another cell, another width. In a column, all cells will be same width in a column. So what happens now? You apply width here or here or here or here, anywhere. It will apply to all of them. That means in that area, wherever you apply, it will affect everywhere. So the good is better you keep width here itself. It is going to affect everywhere. That means let's go into the table heading. Here I can add width as 200, then width of that name will adjust. We can increase the width of that column. Entire column will change. It is not only one cell. Suppose I want to increase the height, then for the row, I defined height. Height is some 100 pixel. Then row height increases. That means for this row, height is increased. We can set the height as some 150. Then row height increases more. So we can adjust the row height and we can adjust the width for any column. You have to apply only for these elements. Width means apply either for TH or for TD. Height means apply for TR, TH or TD. That's how we need to define. That is a basic syntax here. So I have given TR, height is equal to some 100. We have TH, some width is equal to some 200 like this. So TD width is equal to some 50 like this. We can apply width and height. So for table, all these are different attributes we are having. Remember, lot of attributes are there. I am dividing into categories, right? So what are the attributes? See, border frame rules, cell spacing, cell padding, PG color background, V align, and width and height. Next, very major is call span and row span. This is nothing but call span is nothing but, so it merges all columns into single cell. It merges all columns into single cell. And very important, it can be defined. It can be defined only for TD or TH. That is the column span. Row span is a row span. It merges all rows into single cell. It is also same. It can be defined only for TD or TH. You cannot apply anywhere else. So this is merging of rows and columns. Let's see now. For that, we will create one table. I will remove this. I will remove that. Yeah. And here we will create a simple table. So for table, I am giving border, and the table have width some 600 or 800. And in the table T head, TR in the TH. So this is name. Another TH is address. Now in the same T head, I am giving another row, another cell. This is first name. And this is last name. And we have city. And we have state. So, and we have postal code like this. Now, this is the table header. You can see the table looks like this. Now, in this, what I want is this name heading should merge for first name and last name. That means it should occupy two cells. That means it have to merge how many columns? Two columns. Then for this name, we will put call span as 2. It will merge two columns. Similarly, this address should merge for how many columns? 3 columns. So address we have call span as 3. That looks better. That is how generally we merge the rows and columns. Now here in the body, temporarily T body, TR, TD, ampersand NBSP, blank space. Like this, how many cells? 5 cells I am giving. So 5 cells are here, 5. And it will be like this. We will add like that some rows. Second, third, fourth, fifth, some rows we added. You can put any content inside them. After that, at the bottom, T foot, I define TR and TD and ampersand copy. So this is copyright, right? And 2023, like you see, I want to 5 columns. Then we have to put in this call span. Call span, how many? 5. And align, I will give center. Then you can see it will be like this. That is how we need to manage. So merging of rows and columns. Here rows we will do. Suppose this city is same for all. Then I need to merge all these. Now from where you have to merge, that is the point. So actually this is header portion, T head. After that, this is body portion, T body. After that, T footer. In body, which row? First row. In first row, which cell? 1, 2, 3. Third cell. In body, first row, must merge how many rows? Including first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should merge 5 rows. When it is merging 5 rows, all other rows, this cell should not be there, na? Am I right? So first what you have to do, remove all the cells present in that place. So you see now, let's go to the table. In the table body, this third cell will merge. If it is merging, then all third cells must be deleted because it will occupy all the third cell space in all rows. If you don't delete, one extra cell will be coming. You see now, this I will give row span. Row span means row, how many? 5. Row span 5. It will merge rows. But see, extra came here. Why? Because when you are merging all of them, then you must remove those extra cells, right? What we have to do now, in every row, let's go and remove the third one. Third one I am deleting. Third one I am deleting in every, because the first row, third cell will occupy to all rows. Now the table looks better. Now you can see it is like this. You can merge anywhere, row or column. So now inside this, let's go. In this, we are typing some text. So you cannot have any vertical and horizontal direction. For that, later you will learn CSS. In CSS, you can rotate your text. As of now, we will just put here some D, B, BR, E, BR, some L, BR, H, BR, and I. And we will give one thing. So align is center. We align also center. Then you can see it looks like this. that is merging of rows and columns. Remember, never try to merge after keeping data into the table. First, you merge all the contents, then you keep the data. Because after keeping data, when you merge, then lot of alignment disturbance will happen. Content overwriting will happen. To overcome that, first design empty layout. In that, keep the merging. After that, you put the data into it. This is the advantage of row and column span. How you can merge rows and columns. So syntactically, TH, we can say call span as some 4. Suppose TD, some row span like some 5. And this is the example program here. I will copy this example. This is just to understand how we can set, right, the table. This is table related option. When you are designing tables, these are all the table related attributes. So let me give you the summary of all attributes. You can tell all the attributes what we have now. So we have table related attributes, summary of attributes. What are the all attributes? We have border, we have frame, we have rules. So we have cell spacing, we have cell padding. So we have PG color. So we have background, and we have align, and we have V align. We have width, and we have height, and we have call span and row span. These are all table attributes. So for table, so many attributes are present. These are all used for controlling a table. So you can design table and you can apply the attributes for table. Now, one interesting is actually Bootstrap have ready-made table classes. Bootstrap table classes are there. Just like form classes, Bootstrap have ready-made table classes. Like we have table hover, we have table contextual. Contextual means I explained yesterday. Primary, success, danger, warning, all their contextual. So table have table bordered. We have table borderless. We have table stripped. These are different table styles. And we have table responsive. These are all table related classes. If you can apply these classes, you can put in a more better way. Another important, you have caption top. These are all the classes applied for table. For example, see now, suppose for this table, so I will apply. For this table, I am giving caption. I am giving caption as a student's details. Okay, that is the caption. Usually it looks like this. For this table, I want to apply some effects. Then you see, just remove all the attributes you given. Remove all the attributes, then table looks like this. Just make sure that you linked Bootstrap. Already Bootstrap icons are linked. We don't want icons. So we will link which one? So in this node modules, bootstrap, dist, CSS, bootstrap dot CSS. Now after that, for this, I will keep a class container. Container just will put like this. Now what you have to do is, for table, just apply, no need of any attribute, just apply class table. You can see its appearance changes. By default, it is having, you can see by default, it is having width. Just apply table primary and you can see table will be like this. You apply just table hover and you can see on mouse over, it will come like this. That is table hover. You apply just table bordered. You can see it will have light border. You just apply table stripped, and it will look like this. Stripped. Yeah. Table stripped. And you can see it looks like this. Color. I will just remove. I will just apply primary. Instead of primary, I will say dark. Table dark. It will be like this. That is a stripped style. I say table warning and it will display like this. These are ready-made table and see the caption. Caption is below. Then we have to just put caption top. Caption will go top. Otherwise, default bootstrap will put caption below. So you need to just apply these classes. Way of presenting the tables, right? We can just apply ready-made classes. These are all the table classes. One important is there, table responsive. Actually, table responsive is required when you are designing a table with a lot of columns. Otherwise, not required. So suppose you are designing table with lot of columns. Let me copy these columns again and again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies I created. So lot of columns are there. Later you can put other rows also. If lot of columns are there, you can scroll left and right. Then what you have to do is, where you kept the table, make sure that this table completely I will remove and put in a container. And this container should have a class called table responsive. That's it. Now you can see that entire page will not scroll, only table will scroll. Entire page is not scrolling. Actually, suppose we are having a heading. So table sample. Okay. And this is the table sample. Only table is scrolling, not entire page. Previously, if we don't give this responsive, what will happen? If we don't give this table responsive class, if you don't give the responsive class, it is going to scroll entire table, including the page also. We don't want page to scroll, then put responsive, then only table will scroll. So that is one additional thing you can add, responsive. So to keep responsive, so example for responsive page, responsive table, you create a container class as what? Responsive, and inside this is table responsive, and inside this you can keep your table. You can keep your table inside this. That will be better. Actually, this is from recent. In old versions, means earlier, previous versions. Currently, you saw Bootstrap some example. The current Bootstrap is Bootstrap 5. Bootstrap 5 is the version of Bootstrap that you are using. But in companies, we are not using that Bootstrap 5. In companies, we are using a different one. So in the companies, what we are doing, we are using Bootstrap 4 or Bootstrap 3 like versions. So currently we are not using any Bootstrap 4 and 5 in latest. Okay. But majority of companies, when you go to work, you will see the version Bootstrap 3 or 4 only. And you will find lot of difference. Lot of difference you will find. That means some options will be changed. That I will explain while learning Bootstrap. While learning Bootstrap, I will tell you in old version how to write, in new version how they changed. Right. So if anybody asks, or if you have to put in resume which version Bootstrap you learned, then you have to put number version as 5. Right. That is the Bootstrap version. So this is responsive table. How to create a responsive table and design. Okay. This is basic table design. I hope you are clear, right? But as of now, you have seen a traditional table with all fields. That means head, body, footer. Sometimes tables don't need them. Generally, tables we use for designing small layouts also. And when we design using tables layouts, there we don't need these groups, head, body. Directly we can create rows, columns, and design. I will show you. Let's see how nested tables are created, how tables are designed. For example, take this Amazon. This Amazon, you can see in this Amazon, this kind of design we learned how to create with the div and spans. We used grid. By using display grid, we created this kind of design. Have you tried that? Right. So when we learned about layouts and all card styles, I showed you this one. But with the table also we can design. With the table also we can design. Let's see. With the table, observe carefully. Actually, this is one row. Means that is in a table, one row. In that row, how many columns are there? 4 columns are there. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And actually, in every column, again table is present. In every column, again table. It means 4 cells are there. In every cell, again table is there. In that table, first row is merging 2 columns. We have 3 rows now. We have 3 rows. 3 rows are 4 rows. We are having 4 rows. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second row, third row are having 2 columns. First row is 1 column. That means column span is happening. Last one also 1 column. Let's see how to design this. Right. That means by using tables, we can do it easily. So let's see how to do that. Let's create this. I will go to the design now. Let's say a new file, Amazon table. Actually, we created that as Amazon cards. So by using Amazon cards, we already created that example. We already created such example using Amazon cards. But I will show you with the table how we can do that, right? With the table how we can do. So I will go to the Amazon table, and here just add a new, and I will give the title as Amazon table. And now we will create simply a table. In this table, width I will give as a 100%. As 100%. We are giving table width 100% to fit according to the size. For table, we are not using any border, or we are not using any frame, because we use tables, but we will not make it look like tables. We will not make look like tables. So we will just add one row TR. In that, how many cells you have seen? 4 cells. First cell, second cell, third cell TD, and 4. These are 4 cells we are having. Now observe in this design. Let's open this. It is empty. In this, temporarily now, we will add border as 1, frame as void, and cell spacing as 20 pixel. 20 is enough. Cell padding as 10. 5 is enough. Okay. Now you can see here like this. And cell spacing also 10 is enough. Okay. Now I need to adjust the height of this row height as 300 pixel. It is like this. Now the cards are ready. Just we created one table with one row, and in that row we have 4 cells. That's simple. Now let's go to first cell. In this, we have to create a table. In this table, again, width is 100%. In this table, how many rows you have seen? 4. TR, that is first row. In that first one cell. TR, second row. In that 2 cells. So TR, third row. Here also 2 cells. 2 cells. TR, fourth row. In that how many? 1 cell. Now in the table row at the top here, for 1 cell, there we have, so this title, we have that title in the first cell, and this cell, then we have to use call span how many? 2. Now you can see it looks like this. It looks like this because you given 100% and there are no other contents. If other contents come, fit now correctly. Okay, now in this table, again I will give cell spacing as 5. Cell spacing as 5. And what we will do is I will just add border. Here, I think we don't need border. Huh? There is no border. Directly content is there. So cell spacing I will give 5. In this first cell, we need one image. Image source is images. We have some A1 already. So the width is 100%. That is first cell. Second cell is A2 and width is 100%. Okay, next here also A3 and here A4. And last cell, here we will give anchor, what is it, more, and href hash, this call span, how many, 2. Now you can see these are the contents here. It looks like this. Now for all these images which are present there, these are all the images. Now I just given 100% width and height. I just given 100% and all these are present like this. Now what I will do is simply, suppose I will copy this table. I will copy the table and keep the same table in all cells. Second cell, third cell, and fourth cell. In all cells, the table is defined. Now you can see here, it will display like this. All are adjusted. That's it, simple. Now what you have to do, we need to add some font style effects in for them. That means now what we need to do, all are arranged like, so we will go now. So let's remove this. So we will go here and what we do. So some, this is, yeah, some titles. So here I will put a paragraph, some cleaning accessories. So that is cleaning accessories, where under this image, here it came, a last one I added. I will add at the top, first one. Okay. Just similarly, you can keep everywhere. Here I said cleaning accessories. You can see it will come here. All others we can add like that. You can define them. So just temporarily I'm adding. You know how to adjust the height, right? What we will do, the table inside, this is the table inside. In the table inside, we will keep some height. How much height you want, you can adjust. Suppose 300, that is the height of table will increase. You can see one top, one bottom. Because the original cell height is 300, you have to fit inside also 300. The same thing I need to keep for all these. So inner table height is 300. The inner table height is 300. Like this, we are adding for all of them. Then you can see one top, one center, and bottom. This is the same concept of what you have learned with the cards you designed. Now we are designing by using table. Here it's very easy to add so lines now. For example, see here, wherever anchor is there, I will do one thing, style. Wherever anchor is there, I will say text decoration as what? None. We are removing the text decoration. And see, interesting part, this is the row. After that row is finished, this is the row. I will add one more row in that cell. Call span as 4. Here I will put an image. Source as images / Amazon banner is there. I will width 100%. And this row I given height. Height is equal to some 200. Now you can see it looks like this below. I'm giving height as 100. Actually, that is a very lengthy banner like this. And this is the content we are having. And what we will do is, here we are adding some banner. Actually, that banner has a lot of shade below, right? So we can cut this actually. So suppose I will open this images, reveal in Explorer. Okay, reveal in Explorer. I will open this image. So let's open that image in Paint. And I will not disturb this. I will save as JPG file. And in the same location of our D Flipkart in public what images, I will put Amazon banner cropped. Okay. And in this cropped, what I will do is I will adjust the height like this so that it is cropped up to this part. Okay. Now I will save this and I will use that cropped image here. Amazon banner cropped. Then you can see your table have like this now. Now you see now here what we are doing additionally here. What we are doing additionally is, let me copy that row. Above row, I will copy this entire row and I will paste that after that banner again. Again, another row. Now you can see it will be in this way now. That means you have 4 columns above. So we have single column below and again 4 columns here. So how many columns you want, you can manage. Suppose you see last column, I don't want that, only 2 cells must be there. You can control that. That means what you can do. Let's go to the last column we have. That means this is the row. This is first cell, second cell, third cell, and this is the 4th cell actually. In 4th cell, we will put only 2 rows, first row and second row. Only 2 rows will be there. Other rows I will delete. That means in the last cell, there are only 2 here. And what we will do here for this table also, we will keep border. Border is equal to 1. Now you can see they have cells. In that row, now we will keep 1 cell. Another cell I will keep here. And 2 cells are there. We will remove the frame now. What is it? Frame is equal to void and it is removed. And first row height, for this row I given height. Height is equal to 100. It will set the height like this. Second row height is less. So second row also I am giving height. Height as suppose 200. It will be like this. And I will give cell spacing as 25 pixel. Some more gap will come. We can adjust according to the requirement. We can define according to requirement. The height of this must be 100 again. It will adjust that height. That means here you can keep some other content. A table inside another table. You can design complex. These kind of presentations are easy to design, especially when you are applying by using tables. And observe, suppose tables you can give styles now. So what you can do, wherever TD is there, you can set box shadow. Box shadow as 5 pixel, 3 pixel, 3 pixel, some gray. And you can see all cells will have shadow. But you want to apply only for parent. That's your wish. You can put a class name na. For parent table, you can put a class name and you can apply. Otherwise, it will apply to everyone. So for table class, I will give parent table. Parent table. Then how to apply parent table? That is the class. in that wherever cells are present, they should apply. And here they should apply all those cells. You can apply shadows and you can define. I think where is that? It is applying for all of them. We will do one thing. What is other cells here inside table? Parent table. It is applying to all cells. We will do one thing. Only that row we will apply. This is the class. That is the class given for that row. So in that row, now you can see it is applying for limited number of cells here. You can apply for all of them, or others it is not applying. It is applying only for that area because you configured a class. You can define based on the class names, you can apply. Borders, shadows, everything is same. But remember, this kind of designs are not recommended with the tables. We recommend tables only for tables. That means only for data grids. Don't use tables for this kind of layouts. It's not recommended. So this is an example I am giving just for your practice. But in real time, we don't use tables for designing that layout. Why we don't use tables? Because tables actually, in the introduction I explained, actually why we don't use tables, because tables are earlier before HTML5. Currently we are using HTML5. Before HTML5, we don't have div span. Entire website is designed with table only. Entire website, header, footer, sections, everything we design by using table. But now we don't prefer. Why? Because actually tables lead to a situation. Table lead to a situation called, they lead to a situation called kiss of death. They lead to a situation called kiss of death. These are software terms actually. In software, so many such terminology you will come across. Blue death screen, yellow death screen, kiss of death, scripting attacks, posting attacks, like that. So many technical words are there. Has a relation, is a relation. These are all software technical terms, right? What does kiss of death means? You are kissing the death. Huh? Then what does it means? Huh? Actually, kiss of death is a saying. It's a saying. Kiss of death is a saying. It means that we are not sure when it will come. That is the meaning actually. Kiss of death is a saying that tells that we are not sure when it will come. That is the concept here while working with table. What is the problem with table is, when you put any content in table, we are not sure which one will load first. Which one will load first? So few years back, that means 4-5 years back, when you are watching internet websites, you might have observed that when you open a website is empty, blank, white screen. Suddenly some photo opens right side corner. Some photo opens, some text opens bottom, but top still pending. Have you seen that? Even today, some websites are like that. That means abnormal in loading. We don't know where which information will load. That means some content loads right side, rest of content is pending. Suddenly something opens bottom. We don't know where which one will load. This abnormal behavior comes if they design with table. That is the reason that is called kiss of death. And we don't want this to happen. And hence, from HTML5 onwards, we completely avoid tables. But we use tables only for data presentation. We don't use tables for layouts. So, what is the point? Never use tables for designing a page layout. You can design a page layout. Suppose header, nav bar, asides, footers, like design you want to create. Very simple actually. I will show you another one. Let's add a new file, table layout. Okay, see, earlier means in previous versions how we design. Even today, very rarely in some companies, you have to work with HTML4, not 5. Very rarely. Though that means their projects are several years back started and designed. Still, their clients are using old version. Then we have to work on old version only. And remember, in HTML4, there is no div span. We don't have div and spans. No div and span. No aside, no article, no header, footer like options. Then how you will design header, body, nav bars, asides like screen? We just use a simple approach like this. We have a table. For this table, 100%. And for this table, we give border 1 and we will remove frame as void. And for this table, we will give cell spacing as 20. Then cell padding also I will give. Cell padding as 5 pixel. In the table, first row, first cell, we call it as header. And second row and three cells. One is nav, another cell is main, another cell is aside. Now, first row we have to divide here, and another row I will add. And this is what footer. Footer like this we design. Now let's see actually this looks in this way. And what we do is simple actually. Layout how we create is just this header call span. Call span is 3. It will merge 3 columns. And we give align. Align as what? Center. This is center align. After that, this now main aside row, we keep height as 300 pixel or 400 pixel. That will be in this way. And at the bottom, what? And one more. At the bottom, call span 3 and align as center. And you see like this. And now this now have width as 100. It will be like this. And main, so this width we will give as 100 and main will fit. This is how we design a layout without div and span. This situation also may come when you are working in company. Because they don't use HTML5, then no div span. There is no header footer sections. You have to design everything with table. Actually, 5-7 years back, web development means we start first class with the table. You are learning table last now, right? We start HTML with tables because layout, they have to start with table only. That means first they need to learn table, then they can arrange the contents. Without table, they can't do anything. Right now you are learning table as a lost option, but actually that is the first thing we learn in older versions. Now we don't prefer that. Height and width you can adjust. First row I given as height as 100, then height of header will increase. Colors, effects, everything same we can apply. That means, so here you just add, so TD style, and we have TD, and we have some border as 2 pixel, some double border, so some gray color like this. You can apply the styles. Suppose the pixel is 12 pixel, and you can see like this. That is the table layout. Actually, that is the table layout. These kind of designs we used to create earlier, but still, just you need to know that we can use tables, but don't use tables. So always prefer using div and span. Div and span advantage, they have continuous loading, so you will not face any problem in that. Okay, this is all you need to understand about tables. Okay, you can try these tables for, we designed product style, left side photo, center features of product, right side offer. You can design like that, right? This is basic of tables, right? Now, after understanding tables, one more basic thing you should know is about multimedia. Another basic multimedia. Multimedia is nothing but, actually multimedia, it refers to audio, video, and animations in web page. Audio, video, and animations in web page we can control using multimedia. We learned MarQ, so we will see that, right? Actually, in multimedia we have 3 basic things. First, we will see how to use a MarQ. MarQ is actually used for creating. So MarQ, it creates scrolling and sliding effects, sliding content in page. Scrolling and sliding content in page. I showed you, I think, 2D or 3D effects. We will see that. I will, if we haven't learned, we will see how we can manage later. It is very helpful in CSS also. We will see. Let's see. Actually, scrolling, sliding content in page we can design by using MarQ. Actually, MarQ is simply defined with MarQ and your content and close MarQ. For example, suppose I showed you in layout designs, if you remembered, article means it publishes highlights. So multimedia.html. Suppose I am writing here a simple page, and I will write here an article. In the article we are defining, suppose special summer offer, something like this offer, and 50% off on electronics, something like this we define. This is generally a simple article we have. That's an article. Usually these kind of articles, what we do, these kind of articles we keep in a MarQ. MarQ will keep a simple scrolling content. That means the content will be scrolling from right to left. That's a MarQ. MarQ will keep such scrolling contents. You can keep anything there. You can have an image here. Suppose image src is /images/some realme. So width is some 50 and height also 50. Small image I am creating, and here I will add another some realme 2 like this. And you can see this is some images are here. The scrolling, sliding contents you can define. Now, important is usually when you keep this content, here we can give align. Align is what? Left. Align left. So another one is what? Align. Align is what? Right. We can even, then it will come in center here. It will display. We can adjust horizontal, vertically. Align right means completely right aligned. It is coming. It is completely right aligned. I'll just give this also as left. Okay, like this, we are adding some content. Now, generally, when you design a marquee have a lot of attributes. We have scroll amount. Scroll amount is nothing but it sets scrolling speed. Scrolling speed from 1 to 100. We can put direction. Direction we can put as left, right, up or down. That is the scrolling direction. We can keep behavior. Behavior we can set as alternate. Alternate behavior we can give. So we can give width and height. That means size of marquee content. Marquee content. We can give loop. Loop defines number of times to display. We can control even BG color. BG color sets a background color. These are all marquee attributes. Generally, marquee is scrolling now with certain speed. You can see it is scrolling with certain speed. You want more faster, then you just add for the marquee, you need to add scroll amount. Scroll amount is 20. Then you can see the speed increases for marquee. The marquee scrolling speed increases. We can change the direction of scrolling. We can set direction. Direction is right. It is actually left. Now it comes right. If content height is more, then you can put bottom, up, down. For this, up, down is not good because height is very less. Then it will be in this. For that, we just need to increase the height of that area. Then it will go from bottom to top, right? Just I given here right or left direction it will be. Another option, we can have loop. How many times? Suppose 3. See now, for 3 times it will display. First time it is coming. Second time it is coming. After page loaded, 3 times it will come. After the third time, now it will disappear. It will stop. It will not be there. There is no marquee now. That means every time after page open, few times it will display and it will disappear. That you can control by using loop. So we can have some BG color. BG color is some yellow something. You can see some background color for marquee. And very important for marquee, you can keep instead of direction, you can keep behavior. Behavior is equal to alternate. Alternate behavior means it will be like this now. Instead of direction, you can keep an alternate behavior for marquee. Alternate behavior we can set for marquee. That is by using these attributes you can control. Right, width, height, direction, behavior, loop, all these options we can configure. Actually, we can add lot of effects. I will show one point, suppose. So image, marquee scroll amount is equal to some 20. Direction is equal to right. So, and remember, if you give direction, you cannot give behavior. Out of these two, only one. Out either direction or behavior. So loop is equal to some 3 or 4 like this. BG color is some yellow. You can add some width is equal to 400. Height is equal to 200. You can add all the options, right? If you want a separate, that means here you can put your content and close the marquee area. Marquee. For example, generally to control marquee, you need some JavaScript. That JavaScript we will see later, but one basic example I will show you. See, suppose inside marquee, let's keep inside marquee. Yeah, I will remove this. And for this marquee, I am adding some images. Image source is images and a1.jpg, width and height. Like this, let's copy some images. 1, 2, 3, 4 images are there. A1, A2, A3, and A4. Now these are the images we are having. So scrolling speed I will set to 10. Now this is the images we are having. Suppose now I will write a style. In that, what we will do is we will write here image. For every image margin right, I will give 50 pixel. Some gap will come between every image. And for marquee, I will give padding as 100 pixel. Some gap will come for marquee also. And see what I will do here. When image is hover, we will adjust the width as 200 pixel and the height as 200 pixel and box shadow as 3 pixel, 3 pixel, 2 pixel, some black. Like this we are defining. And we will do one more. What we will do is for marquee, we will write on mouse over. When mouse is over the marquee, this dot stop. This is JavaScript actually. When mouse is over, current animation will stop. And on mouse out, when mouse is out, this dot start. Current animation will start. Now you see here, when I move the mouse onto it, then it will stop. And I will do one more here. What I will do is, I will put transition here, transition to 2 seconds. Then what happens when you put the transition to 2 seconds? When mouse is over, it will pause and it will zoom. And mouse is out, it will resume. Out also we will give transition. So here we will give transition. Transition is 2 seconds. Then it will be slow in accessing this image. When I move the mouse, it will zoom and it will go back in a normal way. And it will zoom and it will go back in a normal way. The images we can control by using these effects. Actually, we haven't learned any CSS effects. If we learn CSS effects, lot of things we can do. Actually, what we do, we don't write width and height. We write an option called transform scale as 2. If I write that, then what happens is, you see the image look like this now. Now you will see that they will not be disturbing other images alignment. You move the mouse onto them, that will zoom the image and it will display that. And when you move the mouse outside, then it starts scrolling. This we can simply control by using this. Later you will learn about these transitions. Don't worry about these transforms. As of now, you can just adjust the width and height, right? But just I will give a simple example here for the marquee. You can try. These are marquee related options. One more audio video we will see in next session, how to control them, how to put audio and video. With that, we will complete all our HTML. Then we will start working with CSS now. We will go into CSS. CSS, Bootstrap, complete end to end we have to learn. Already majorities, lot of CSS you know. Now detailedly we will discuss so that we can build good applications, right, with CSS. That we will see in next session on Monday. Tomorrow holiday, on the eve of Ramzan, we are giving holiday tomorrow. Again, we will have session on Monday. Okay, right.